Good morning, it is Monday, it is a new weekly reading vlog. So I'm just popping in before I have my breakfast before I go to work, just to do my advent calendar. I know I could do it later, but I really want to do it now. And oh my god, I'm so warm. I hate the mornings, I'm so warm in the mornings. It's absolutely ridiculous. Whew, she's sweaty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with my fringe. It's not like today's a hair wash day, but not until after work. So I'll probably just wash my fringe. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else with the fringe gets it. Here is today's gift. It is the 8th. It is indeed the 8th. So let's see what's in this strange shaped package. Okay. Okay. So we have a ruler. I don't know if it's like an extendable one or it's got a little thing on it. That's cute. And a pencil sharpener with a rubber. Apparently Tori thinks we're going to make a lot of mistakes, whatever we're doing with our pencils. That's cool. That's really cute. That is really cute. And it's pink. I love that everything's pink. You may not realise this about me, but I actually really like pink. He's got a little... I'm assuming this must come off somehow, but I don't quite understand how. Does it swivel? Oh. Does it swivel? Oh, it swivels. Okay, that's cool. Right, anyway, I'm going to go eat my breakfast so that I can get to work. Hello, we are here again. It is still Monday, even though earlier on I said I said tomorrow and then Wednesday. It is in fact still Monday. And I'm reading Sin Bin by Chelsea Curtle. Let me just get the cover up. Sin Bin by Chelsea Curtle. It's actually like a reddy pink colour. It's really nice. And this is book 5 in the DC Star series. This is release day, so I'm very excited. You can't actually get the paperbacks in the UK quite yet. It's really difficult. Like, if I go into Waterstones, some of them are like, we can order this from the publisher, and then some of them are like pre-orders for like 2026. And I'm like, I don't understand why. I think you can get them on Amazon, but I don't know, and they are quite expensive. I think because they're still indie published. But yeah, so today's release day for this. This is book 5. After I finished book 4, I was like, I need book 5. So this is book 5. How many times have I said that? Let's not count. And it is a single dad age gap teammate sister type deal. It's a hockey romance if the title wasn't enough. But his daughter's just come in, like, it's so funny because his daughter's just coming in a mood and he's like, uh-oh, here we go. She's saying about how raging because his daughter's a figure skater and her coach is pregnant, so she's going on a leave of absence, so like maternity leave, so he won't have a coach. And she's like, because she's taking a leave of absence and I won't have a coach anymore, her shoulders shake, but I resist reaching out so I can give her space. With only 10 months until Potomac Memorial Open, which is my shot at a national qualifying series, I can't not have a coach. 10 months. That's a long way away, isn't it? Says the guy who's planning for the Stanley Cup even though it's October. Fair point. She just absolutely reads him for filth. That's hilarious. He's like, 10 months is ages. He's just like, when did you start planning for the Stanley Cup? Touché. I'm really enjoying this so far. I have put on pause, kind of, reading this. I've got to page 282, so I've just over 100 pages? No. Just over 100. I can't remember. I don't count good. Okay? I don't do numbers. It's 463 pages. I'm on 282. Still very much enjoying this, but I have been waiting for this. This was supposed to come out in the 4th, but she had some issues with tweaking certain things before she released it, and she wanted it to come out. She wanted it right. She didn't want to just bash it out, so she took a little bit of extra time to make sure it was exactly how she wanted it before she released it, which fully respect. and so it got delayed, which means that today's the first day I can read it. So I've kind of dropped everything to read this because I'm so excited about it. I do still want to finish this. I have 40 minutes left on the audio for Absolution. I have no idea. This book is like a fever dream. It's like the author took LSD and then went into a swamp and came out with this story. Sorry, I'm just looking at Hamish because there's a little bit of... It looks like matting on his leg, but I don't think it is matting because, one, he just had a bath the other day, like a couple of days ago, and two, he usually gets bits that look like they're matted. Like, I think I just don't understand what matting is because it looks like it's matted and then you can brush it out, which seemed like very easily. Like, it doesn't take... You don't need to get scissors, you don't need to, like, mess with it. You can just brush it out and it's fine. Like, maybe a little bit of spray. So, but also, because he's getting a little bit older, he is 11. He is 11. I had to think about that there for a second. And he is starting to get some greys, some silver fox going through his lovely coat. And especially, so the bit I'm looking at is like here. Well, technically because of the way they walk, it's like here. But like, bear with me. So it's like around about here. If this is his paw, it's round about here that it looks like it's sticking out. And his paws and his ears are where he's starting to go silver. So it could just be the silver hair, like a clump of silver hairs hitting the light wrong. Did I say... Was that English? Did that come out right? The light's hitting the hair wrong, rather. So I'll need to actually go over and have a look at it, but he's like dead asleep right now. So I'm not going to go bother him. Anyway, what was the point of this update? I'm 40 minutes left of Absolution. Still have no idea what's happening, but I think that's the point. Just started Cinnamon. I am 11% in, and I am 283 pages through this. So, we're doing good. We are doing good. If I want to hit my personal goal for my TBR, kind of, by the end of the year, I need to read 8 books. This does not count because it's not my physical TBR. Currently, my physical TBR is sitting at 33 books. I personally would like to keep it in the range of 25 books. 25 to 50 is like a good range, I think, for a TBR. Because that gives me enough to choose from, but at the same time it doesn't make me feel guilty for picking up books on Kindle Unlimited or on Audible or, anything that's not my physical TBR. It allows me to read borrowed books and like things like that without feeling guilty because my TBR is looming beside me. So that's where I'd like to get that. 33 at the moment, 25 is the goal, but I know for a fact I will be getting books for Christmas because I always get books for Christmas and my wish list is predominantly books. So, yeah. So, as long as before Christmas, like not counting Christmas books, if I can get my TBR down to 25, I will be a happy bunny. But that is basically my TBR for December. And that's not including if I read anything. Like all the books, there's 8 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 books there. And 1 book over there that I plan to read. Now, the one that's in my Heartstopper book bestie, that is borrowed. That is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And that is borrowed from Bobby. So that doesn't count. So I've got 7 books here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! I did not count the book I was reading. No, I have 34 books on my TBR. That's what it is. I forgot I hadn't added How to Be an Anti-Racist onto my spreadsheet. So I need to read... Basically, I need to read more books than I have set out. But it's fine. If I don't hit it, it's not a disaster. My TBR goal for this year was 50 books. So I'm well below that. I am happy. And I don't feel guilty about picking up Kindle books. So that is where we want to be. I know that I can tell some of you are cursing me right now for having such a low TBR. Now, I know someone who has a 0 TBR. Like, go curse at him. I I don't really read fantasy or sci-fi of certain, like, types. I don't read horror. I don't read crime novels or mysteries or thrillers. Like, there's so much that I don't read, right? I'm a romance girly. I like non-fiction educational books. I like some urban fantasy. I like some high fantasy that's on, like, I suppose the ones I've got have come under, like, the romantasy, but, like, there must be a word for it. So it's like, it's fantasy, and it can be high fantasy where you've got a world and a magic system and all that, like Fourth Wing, for example. Fourth Wing is the book I'm thinking about, right? Fourth Wing is technically high fantasy. It's not in our world. There are creatures and magic systems and all that we have to learn. But it's simple enough that I can get my head around it. Whereas, like, some really, like, I really have been enjoying Susan Dennard's Witchland series, but that is really, like, I really have to focus to try and, like, get through. Like, those books are a slog for me, even though I'm enjoying them. It's really hard. It's like, that is the hardest fantasy I've enjoyed. Other fantasies just would have to, and they're all, like, war based. I don't care about wars and political stuff and all that. I don't care. I care about people. I like to hear about people. Not, like, again, if that's your thing, I'm so happy for you. Like, that is great. I know it is most people's thing. It's just, the point I'm trying to make, my TBR is low because I don't read a varied level of genres, and I've made the effort to try and read the books I own, or a lot of the books that I buy or that are bought for me as gifts are books that I've read on my Kindle and then have been bought as trophies. So my TBR is quite low compared to other people who are excited about all the new fantasy and things coming out that I'm not into, you know? And, like, all the thrillers that people keep picking up, I'm just not into them. I'm not a thriller person. So, yeah. So if you're going to get mad at me for having a short TBR, get mad at yourself for being such a diverse reader. Yeah, so I've lost the thread of my thought again. I'm going to finish watching this video, which is, I literally have like a minute left. Less than a minute left. I've got like 40 seconds left on it. I'm going to read Sinbin. Hopefully I'm going to have an early-ish night and get a good sleep. And update you tomorrow. Hello, it is Tuesday, the 9th. Why do I feel like... Right, I've been taking I've been taking biotin. And so it's B7, that's what it is. So I feel like it might be working, but I feel like my hair's thicker on top than it is on bottom. And I feel like I'll look like one of those like, cartoon TV mums. Like the big hair and the glasses. Anyway, just caught myself in the thing. It is the 9th today, so it's time to open whatever the heck this is. Oh, this one's a lot more sellotapey. Oh my god. Sorry! Okay. I think we're in. Ooh, it's stickers. I think it's stickers. I can't see because they put the thing on the sticker. Yes, it's stickers. So we have like a blue set and a pink set. So we have like a little book with flowers. Some books. Just like a little line of books. Ooh, I like this. Oh, again, it looks like a planchette. There's read more books. I've got book lover. I've got, oh, little ghosty in the book. I'm just dropping these on myself. And you have bookish and another book lover, but a banner this time. And reading in progress, loading. A little loading bar. And a little books and flowers. To-do list, go to the bookstore. Another book lover. Bookish shop. And then a little book with I'd rather be reading. Book on, world off. I have little balloons that say happy bookish birthday. That's quite cool. Be good for like a thing. Little tea with I love reading. Reading is my ticket, a little ticket. Little Victorian woman reading. Introverted but willing to discuss books. If that doesn't sum me up, I don't know what does. Just one more chapter. Okay, now I'm being called out. Dark Romance, the Anti-Hero, which is like a little tarot card. That's cool. The House of Wind Book Club. I have no reference for that. Read more books. It's not hoarding if it's books. Reader, another tarot card. Bookworm on a banner. What does it say? There was only one bed. This is one of my favourite tropes. Bookish lover, a little bookshop. Bookish cat. Oops, I'm throwing stuff. Shh, I'm reading. What does it say? Friends, lovers, slow burn, fake dating, grumpy sunshine, forced proximity, fated mates. Yes. Yes, I love that. Books are my jam. It's a little cat in a jar. With a book. Ooh, a little blue bookshelf. That's cute. Slow burn, friends, lovers, enemies to lovers. A little stack. Bookworm. Oh, little bookworm in a book. That's cute. Reading in bliss. Little skeleton book. Another little ghosty. It says book lovers, but he looks scared. Grumpy sunshine, forced proximity, soulmates. The little cat, book lover with a little bow. This would work so well for the book I'm currently reading because she's a figure skater and likes to wear bows in her hair. Lamp says time to read. Another little book with flowers. Book with potted flowers. Skeleton reading a book. Forbidden love, one bed, enemies to lovers, or little love hearts. Little book with flowers. And a little Victorian lady that says book lovers, books, and a heart. What does this one say? It's another Victorian lady that says book lovers, for book lovers, the anti-hero, dark romance, and the tarot, and hearts that say read. That's cool. That's the blue set. And the pinky set is we've got a cat on some books. We've got read more books. Some books and a coffee and a candle. Read and graphics. This one's my favourite. It's just like a little stack of books. Pretty books that you'd see in like a thing. Another stack of books, but a different colour. Dog reading books. I'm a sucker for books, and it's what Americans would call a sucker. It's a lollipop. Probably busy reading. Flowers in a book. Some more books. This set of books kind of reminds me of The Sword and the Stone. When he's got the books going. Another set of books. Read more books with some books. Drink good coffee, read good books. A lot of books. Some more books. And it's actually real books. Ice cream cone, but it's books. Book club on a book. Practice shelf love. A little shelf of books. Little book stack with a coffee cup. Read written in books. That's cool. I know I'm knocking things over. A little shelf with books. Book stack with a lamp. I like big books and I cannot lie on a book stack. Take a chill pill, but it's a pill filled with books. Funnily enough, this is kind of what my magnesium is like. It's a shell filled with magnesium powder. Some book stack. This is really cool. Bookshelf heart with the books that fell in the heart. That makes sense. Book with some magic coming out of it. A cat sleeping on some books. Books and a love heart. Oh my god, that's cool. A cat with the writing in it, like it's been cut out of a page. Books are better than people. A book, yep. Another stack of books with like titles. Butterflies coming out of a book. That's cool. Got some more little bookshelfy ones. So many books, and with a clock, which makes me think so little time. On the little bookshelf with a Rolo on it. That's very realistic. That cat. That looks like a photo of a cat. We lose ourselves in books. We find ourselves there too. On a book. Oh, a little pill thing filled with serotonin booster. Take 2 tablets by mouth 3 times daily for I can't read it. And it's got books instead of tablets in it. That's cool. Some mice on a stack of books. Some Mises. Drink good tea, read good books. That's my one. And a teapot. Read more books on a book. A little black cat in a book. That's very Rolo. Little stack of books. More books and some ivy. A little, what's this called? Hourglass. With a person in it. Woman with a stack of books. Flowers coming out of a book. We've got a cat on another book stack. Pride and Prejudice. That's funny. A little bookstore front. That's cute. Oh. I've got another wee stack of books and another stack of books that says in life as in books. Dance with something. I can't read that, it's too coloured the same. Ride a unicorn, swim with mermaids, chase rainbows. Cute. Oh, dance with fairies. That's what it says. I've got a cat and some books. The Feline Guide to Feeling Fine. 9 lives and how to spend them. Escaping the Rat Race. That's funny. Let me show you that one. And lastly, a little stack of books that say I live in 2 worlds. One is a world of books. Anyway, that is my food here. I don't know if I'll ever get these back in the packets. That's my food here, so I'm going to go and have tea. Hello. I am now 84% of the way through Sinbin. And I need to speak to somebody about it. And nobody, I don't even know if anybody who's watching this will have read it. But I have a thought, and I need to tell someone the thought, so you're tag it. So I'll put my hand up for spoilers. Because I'm gonna discuss something that could be considered a spoiler. Okay. So I'm gonna start now. If you don't want to hear it, wait till my hand's down. Okay, so they decided to so first of all, the guy that's the main character is the hockey coach, and he has a daughter, a 14-year-old daughter, with his ex, who was a one-night stand. And then when they found out she was pregnant, they decided to try and be in a relationship, couldn't get along with each other, decided they were better as friends, and they have been co-parenting the crap out of this. They are such good friends. She's married to somebody else. They all get along great. Their daughter is living life amazingly because everybody gets along. Everybody is always there for each other, etc., etc. Now, he has said to Hannah, who's the female main character, that he is not sure he wants any more kids, and 2, he's scared to, he refuses to ever sleep with a woman without a condom because he is scared of, obviously, I'm assuming pregnancy again. He didn't say it like that, but I'm assuming that's what he meant. So of course now they have actually slept together without a condom because they were in a situation where there wasn't one present. And she was like, it's fine, I'm on birth control. Now, since then, there have been snippets where throughout, every time he's called her since then, phoned her, he has woken her up. He turned up at her house after a game, and he woke her up. He phoned her, he woke her up. She is sleeping so much. She is just so tired, and she has no reason to be so tired because she's not doing anything different. So there's other things as well. She's crying really easily, and my brain is telling me she's pregnant. I'm usually pretty good at this, and I always feel this author anyway is really good at leaving breadcrumbs for other things. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to be the next book, and I'm also pretty sure I know who's going to be, I know what player is the next book, but I'm pretty sure I know who the female main character is going to be, and the same for the book after that. That's 2 books ahead. This has just been released, and I'm pretty sure I know what's going on in those books because of breadcrumbs she's been leaving here. She says herself, she leaves the breadcrumbs, she leaves the clues. Now, I think she's pregnant. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, nobody else knows. His daughter and his ex know they're together, but that's it. Her brother doesn't know. Her brother, who is on the team, her brother doesn't know. Nobody else knows. So this could hit the fan. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking spoilers because my hand is actually going numb. So that's my theory. We shall find out in the next wee while if I'm correct. It says I've got an hour left in the book. It has been sitting open on a page though, so I don't know how much that would have affected. But yeah, let's say an hour of consistent reading left on the Kindle. So, hi sweet boy. Hamish just not liking the wind outside. If you go to sleep, you wouldn't hear it though. Fireworks, totally fine, but wind really freaks him out. Don't know why. Don't know why. Kay also doesn't like the wind, so that probably doesn't help. Anyway, I'm going to get back to reading and find out if I'm right. Hello, it is the 10th, which is Wednesday, which means it's gym day for me. So I'm going to open this, get myself ready, get myself lunch, and then it's also Percy Jackson Day. Percy Jackson Season 2. I've put the first 2 episodes up, so yeah, but yeah, this is the one for the 10th. Oh my goodness. Right, this one's sellotaped down pretty well. What are we doing, Tori? What are we doing, Tori? Ooh. Let me get it out of the... It is a bookmark feather. This thing was taped shut really well, and then it just came off the little thing. But it is, I'll use it as a backdrop. It is a feather bookmark, so it's got the big feather, and then the little feather. And obviously you just, you know, stick it in your book. That's really cool. That's really cute. I love that it's pink. Anyway, I'm gonna go because lunchtime and Percy Jackson. Hello, it is Thursday, and my hair's a little bit wild today. I don't know what's happening with the fringe, but it is hairdresser day today, so my hair's getting cut. Do you know what I think's happened? I think I've been lying so much on my side that it's just like decided it wants to go with the side. Anyway, I'll brush it again before I go to work. Oh my god, I look so tired. I look so tired. I feel so tired. It's fine. We're fine. I've not had my tea yet. That's what it is. Give me a sec. Okay, a little bit of tea to tide me over. But it is the 11th of December. Let me just check my watch. Yes, it is 11th of December. Which means it's time to open this. I decided since I was up early today to do it before I went to work rather than after, because why not? Because I'm nosy and I want to know. So we have, what's that? Oh, ooh, aesthetic highlighters, and they're all pastel rainbow colours. Oh, stupid. I remember when my nails used to get through anything. I don't know if my nails have gotten weak or everything else has gotten really strong. Oh my god, right, I just had to use this pen to get in. Why gatekeep your stuff and make the sticky, like, I was trying to get the sticker with my nails, couldn't get it either. So, here we go. Here's the highlighters. Oh my goodness. What's this one? Here we go. Beautiful. Pastel highlighters. Oh, I'm so tired. I have not read anymore. I finished Sin Bin. I finished Annihilation. No. Annihilation's the first one. I finished Absolution. And I've not read any more of Into the... No. After the Forest. Oh my god, I cannot. For the life of me. I think I might also start Better in Black. And something else, I don't know. But I need to get reading. Like, I just see yesterday after the gym, I just could not. I could not. I had a really good workout. I felt really good. I jumped in the shower when I got home. I say jumped in the shower. I had something to eat and then I went in the shower. And then I sat here in my towel for like almost an hour, just unable to do anything else. So I was like, I'm not forcing myself to read. I also watched Percy Jackson yesterday, episodes 1 and 2. So far, so good. I think they're definitely doing a much better job of it than the movies did. They are changing and tweaking things, which is unfortunate. Like, I really wanted the scene where they're playing dodgeball, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just skip over that bit, I suppose. But then we don't get to meet Kelly. And then see her later and be like, it's Kelly. So that's a shame. But yeah, they're doing a really good job of it. I really... See, when I first saw one of the actors playing one of the characters, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think he fits very well to what I thought. But then, do you know what? The further along he's done it, like, the more into the episodes I got, I was like, you know what, yeah, actually I quite like this. It's really interesting. Like, I'm really, really enjoying. I did get 2 other characters mixed up. Because I was like, oh, it's Beckendorf, and that's not Beckendorf, it's Chris Rodriguez. I was like, oh, they've changed what Godly Parent. No, you had the wrong character, Andy. Because I want to meet Beckendorf. I want to get invested in Beckendorf before the next book. But we got to see Blackjack. We got to see Blackjack. We didn't obviously like interact with Blackjack, but we got to see Blackjack. I love Blackjack. Blackjack is one of my favourite characters in the whole Percy universe. I just love Blackjack. I just love that he has so many horses, because there's Blackjack, Arian, and what's the storm one called? I don't remember. And then the Hippocampi. I cannot wait to meet the Hippocampi. I'm so excited. There's so many creatures that I can't wait to see on screen. And I know they've already been filming season 3, so I'm really, really excited. I'm hoping now that like they've seen how popular it is, the momentum will get going with seasons 3, 4 and 5, because obviously Walker, Leah and Arian are not getting any younger, which, you know, considering they're still teenagers, is saying a lot. But like, they were showing, or I was watching the podcast and they were talking about like clips from the first season, clips from the second season, and I was like, they're so like, especially Walker has gone from being like really baby faced to being like a teenager, like a grown up teenager, not like a young teenager. And I'm just like, whoa. Like, he looks like a baby. He's so squishy little baby face, and now he's got like a defined, like, becoming an adult face, and it's like, but it doesn't look too like jarring when you watch it. Like, kids do kind of have that like sudden growth spurt from year to year. Probably not as much as he said, but they managed to. He looks younger while they're filming than he does now. Obviously, it's always over a year later, and he's doing promo and stuff. But yeah, I'm just talking now. I'm gonna go drink my tea, get to work, and hairdresser today. So this mop should be. Sorry, it is just going to be for a trim. I'm really trying to grow my hair, but I feel like all the progress I made gets chopped off by the hairdresser. We're making slow progress, but I just want my hair to be healthy. That's all we're thinking about. Hello, it's Friday. Finally, I get to sleep in tomorrow, and then I will head to the gym. There goes Hamish again. Hamish just opened the door, so you may be able to hear the tumble dryer. And then he decided to get a drink and immediately just gag. So, thanks for that, Hamish. But it is Friday the 12th, so you know what that means. Time to open 12th day of Advent Tori gifts. Yeah, that made sense. I was like, wait. I wonder what this could... Ooh! I opened it and all I could see was this, and I was like, ooh! And then I was like, ooh! This would be nice for actually tabbing, because the tabs, I've got tabs that I really like that I've just got like, so the end is like coloured and then the rest of it's clear, so you can stick it on and it won't block anything. But the other ones I've got are massive and really thick, so like it doesn't really mark. But these will work really well for, these will work very well for tabbing. It's so floppy. It's just. So we've got like a whole set for like tabbing. Amazing. Amazing. I just need to actually, you know, read something I want to tab. I'm so tired today. Honestly, I was at work today 9 till 3 instead of 10 till 2 because my boss is off today and I've got extra hours to work. So she was like, would you mind? Feel free to say no. Like, would you mind coming in 9 till 3? On Friday, and I was like, sure. That knocks off 2 hours, so I've now worked 5 of my 8 hours. 5 of my 8 hours, so I've just got 3 left to do. Wow, with the finger counting Andy. Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours to work back. And I'm not in on Monday because I've got the hospital appointment. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. I've got hours to work. I can work hours back, and then Monday, Tuesday the next week. Because Friday is our work day out, so like this day and night out, we'll be going into work to have breakfast. We're just gonna get rolls from the place we normally get like breakfast rolls from, because there was nowhere they could find where we were going to have brunch that wasn't like massive plates. And then we'll be going to play darts, and then we will be going to an Indian restaurant, which is amazing because your girl loves chicken tikka masala, and I don't get to eat it as often because, well, Kay can't have it, so I don't get to eat it as often. I can get, I used to get a free from sauce, but I can only get it in Asda. It's Asda's own one, and it doesn't have milk in it, and it's really, really good. Like, it is really, really good, but I'd have to go to Glenrothes to get it. I can actually, do you know what, when I'm at the gym, when I nip in to get my after gym sushi, if there's any there, I can also see if they've still got the free from tikka, and yeah, otherwise it's just if Tesco have the Charlie Big on one in, but I don't eat it all the time because it's like a really big portion. So yeah, like this is terrible. It's a portion for 2 people. It's quite big. I do struggle to finish it, but what I'll do on days when I'm having that is that I'll start eating it at like lunchtime, and I won't eat anything for the rest of the day because I am stuffed. So it's like a 2-meal thing. I don't understand what's going on with my hair. It's brain. It's because I got it cut yesterday. Anyway, I'm gonna go in. Oh my god, what? Why? My hair's doing my head in, honestly. Right, I do also have, before I go actually, 140 pages left of this. About 140, yeah, 140-ish pages left of this, which is this much of the book. The pages are so massively thick that it looks like a lot, but it's actually only like 460 pages, which is still like a decent size, but I'm just saying, like, it looks. I have books that have more pages but look slimmer because this is so thick. Like, the pages are so thick. So, yeah, and the writing's quite chunky. So, I'm really enjoying this still, but I'm at the stage where I want to get it finished because I can feel myself starting to slump because I've been reading it over such a long period of time. And it's not to do with the book, it's purely to do with me, because I need to be like immersed in something completely to like be in it. But I stopped reading this to read Sin Bin, and that took me 2 days. So, and then the next day I was so tired I couldn't even pick up a book. So this has had like at least 3 days where I've not read it. So that's where I start to struggle, where I have like big gaps, and I wasn't reading it, like I was reading this while also reading 2 other books, because I was reading another Kindle book before I picked up Sin Bin, and I was reading something else as well, but I can't remember. I was reading Absolution, that was it, I was reading Absolution. So yeah, like I need to actually focus on this one to get it read, because my brain's starting to wander off. But yes, I'm gonna go watch some TV, and then I'm gonna go, I don't know, actually I think Tori wants to do sprint tonight, so I shall see what is happening. Okay, it is now 8 o'clock on Friday, and I have finished After the Forest by Kel Woods. I'm trying to get it the right way up, this way. I said earlier that I think that I was struggling because I was slumpy. But honestly, I think the end of this book kind of just... It was such a weird pace in the last, like, 100 and odd pages, 150 pages. Because it just, like, so much happened in the last, like, 50 pages that it was, like, it concertinaed all the action and all the background. And it was like, oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to like think about this. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a 3-star, maybe a 3.5. I don't know. I'll digest it for a bit, but yeah, we spent so much time like with this mystery hanging over us, and then it was like it concertinaed all the actual explanation into what. Well, like for one thing, like there was a bit at the end that literally there was like a less than a chapter. It was like a page and a half or something. That was the explanation for the entire thing, and it was like, really? Really? Like, you could have gone... It didn't make sense to maybe make it the whole thing, but it needed a little bit more. It was... I still enjoyed it, but I think a mixture of feeling slumpy and the fact that the pacing just got a bit... Like, because it was so slow, and then things were happening, and I was like, this doesn't make sense because we're not set up for this. Like, we're taking time on other things, but then things that are actually important, we're just suddenly, like, making decisions, and I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Like, I just felt like it was missing a lot of the interesting parts. You know, like when I just pulled my hair. So, like, spoilers for The Hobbit if you hadn't read it. How all the interesting stuff happens while Bilbo's unconscious. Like, the Battle of the Five Armies, that film, mostly made up out of somebody's head, because Bilbo out for that entire thing. The war starts, he's knocked out, he wakes up, the war's over. He has no idea what's happened. He gets second-hand accounts of what happened. And that's what it was like. It was like all the interesting stuff happened off page, or was alluded to. And I'm like, but put the interesting stuff on the page. Give us a bit more of an explanation. Like, I still don't understand some of it. I was like, I feel like you've not, like, we were doing such a good setup. We had such a rich, like, setup. And then it was like, oh, actually, I need to write the rest of this book, don't I? And then, yeah. So that was kind of disappointing. Which is a shame, because I was really enjoying it. I think next I might read A Bit in Black by Cassandra Clare. I should probably put a cover on this so I don't smudge the... That should be okay, actually. It's quite, like... It opens up quite wide. But this is, I think, just short stories. So maybe I'll read... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. 11 quick... Well, 10 quick stories and then a chapter of Wicked Powers. Or a sneak peek for Wicked Powers. So yeah, turn the page for a sneak peek at The Last King of Fairy, Book 1 in the Wicked Powers, dramatic trilogy that concludes the Shadowhunter Chronicles. But there's still another Magnus and Alec book to come. Yeah, it's the first chapter, so I might not read that. I don't like doing things like that. I don't like watching trailers for movies or anything like that. I don't like it because I get too overexcited and, like, the build up for it, I don't like it. It makes me feel sick. I'm like a child. So yeah, this is, what is it, 436 pages of stories. So I might do one story, read something else, one story, like, read a little bit of something else. We shall see. But I'm going to use my pretty bookmark from Tori. This just seems apt, you know. I don't know if you're meant to leave the little feather out or the big feather out, but I'm going to assume the little feather, so I'm going to just put it in like this. And then the little feather keeps your place. It's the big feather. No, I'm going to leave it like this. But yeah, I'm going to sit and watch some YouTube for a little bit, and then I'll see where the night takes me. Hello, it's me and my bald head. My hair's up in a thing just to get it out of my way just now. We're not going to talk about how I look because I'm just coming here to do my thing before I go to the gym. So I've just finished having breakfast. It's like 20 past 12, so breakfast is like relative. But yeah, so it is the 13th of December. It is Saturday. I've had my meds. Very important. And I'm going to be going to the gym, so I need to open this. There are black hairs in this, and I genuinely cannot tell if they're Hamish's hairs or if they're Rollo's hairs. Could be both, because Tori has a black cat called Rollo. He's a void cat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ooh. No. Hey, there we go. I'll take out the plastic. Okay. Look at that. So that's just pink and rose gold, and then that's so pretty. Oh, it's liquid. There's bubbles. 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 That's so cute. It's like a little plant or something. And then, how do we... it's the end it twists. Amazing. This is such a good pen though, for me, right? Because I, like... when I try and press down, like, my fingers go. So, like, I usually hold the pen kind of like that, like in here. Kind of like how you would use chopsticks. So, like, chopsticks you would then. So it's kind of like how you would, or to be fair, I learned how to use chopsticks because someone said hold it like you would a pen. So, chicken egg situation here. But I need to hold it, like, different so that my fingers don't buckle because of my ADS. So yeah, this is a nice, like, if I have to hold a really thin pen, my hand starts cramping really easily. So this is a good size, like, good chunky size pen for me to use. Do you know what? I was looking for a pen the other day. I needed a pen the other day. This would have been handy. Amazing. So this can go in my little, what is now kind of being dubbed a pencil case. I thought was like a little travel case. I just got a fright, I just saw something move, but it was the dangly bit from my bookmark. Right, I'm gonna go get ready, go to the gym. I've never taken footage at the gym just because there are other people there, and I just, you know, I don't want to get anybody else, but we'll see what it's like. I did it. I went to the gym. I've been back for a while now. I'm just taking my hair out of its bobble. I went to the gym, had my workout, I got my sushi. I ate my sushi. And then I've just literally been sitting here, just decompressing. Normally I'd go straight in the shower after the gym. So straight in the shower, I'd come home, I'd sit down, I'd eat something, and then I'd go in the gym. Gym? Shower. Oh my god. But I've got the hospital on Monday. And I can't believe it's already, like, this is the second vlog I've done already. I've got the hospital on Monday, so I think I might just not bother showering and shower tomorrow. Because I only showered... Did I shower yesterday? Yeah. Anyway, I'm so tired. And I have, like, no energy. If I'm feeling up to it later, I'll probably jump in the shower. But I'm just really not feeling up to it right now. Like, I'm kind of just, like, achy and tired and stuff from the gym. And I think I'd struggle. So, I think I'm just gonna wait and have a shower tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. So, I'll probably just get changed into my jammies, and I don't know where my jammies are. Oh, they're behind me. Okay. You can see my pumpkin. Yeah, I finished After the Forest. I slept in it. And yeah, I think I'm just going with like a mid-range rating. It was fine. But by the end of it, I couldn't be bothered with it, really. I have also started Better in Black. This is a short story collection from the Shadowhunter world, specifically looking at couples. Well, specifically looking at romantic partners, because not all of them are couples. That can be taken multiple ways, just saying. So I'm on the fourth story? On the fourth story, I think. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I've read 3 stories. And then I'm on the fourth story, so I'm here. 140 pages in. I'm using my feather bookmark that I got from Tori. So I will probably read more of that. I think what I'm going to do is go and get a cup of tea. Kay's about to come home. She can have her sushi. Decide what we're doing for tea. I need to prep for putting the crock pot on with bolognese tomorrow. And I think I'll just have a chill night. Because I feel exhausted. Hello, it's Sunday. It is the 14th, so I'm coming to do today's Advent. I'm just making tea. I'm going to have to make bolognese because all the stuff's in... Well, not all the stuff, but the stuff's in the slow cooker. So yeah. So let's open this. I'm gonna jump in the shower at some point today as well. Just yesterday I was in too much pain. Woke up to be fair, I'm only up right now because I was so sore. So, you know, it is swings and roundabouts and all that jazz. Ooh, stickers. Cool. It's like different stickers. Happy New Year. That's funny. Cool. This is cool. Right. There we go. Day 14. I've still not got Christmas decorations up. So I'm still not feeling particularly Christmassy. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Hello, it is Sunday evening and I have obviously not showered. I think I'm just going to shower in the morning before I go to the hospital. My appointment is 11:45, so I've got plenty of time to get ready in the morning. Can we just appreciate again how cute this is? It's got a little version. Come there. Yes, I have just finished Better in Black by Cassandra Clare. And woof! No wonder it had to be released when it was released, because I thought this was like a side. But do you know what? I should have known better, because I thought it was like Tales of the Shadow Market and Magnus Bane and things like that. And it is. And it is. I just forgot that they also have like input on the story. So there will be things probably coming up in the Wild Powers series. Is that what it's called? The Wicked Powers, sorry. That are sort of set up in this book in a really interesting way. So yeah, if you were not planning on reading this before going into the Wicked Powers, I would suggest you do so. I also got a hint in here for the Black Book of the Dead that we're still waiting on. The last in the Alec and Magnus series. Because oh jeez, what have I done to my hair? Anyway, yeah, I think there was a hint to that as well in here. Yeah, wow, this was really interesting. I thought it was just gonna be like funny, silly little short stories about the couples, and it is. It really is just like stories, but as it continued on, I started to see that there was a thread going through it, and why she'd written it before the new ones. There is mention also of Matthew Fairchild in this, and I believe that's going to tie in to the other books. So there's 3 of these books. There's Better in Black, which is this one, The Secrets of Blackthorn Hall, which I've already read, but I don't have a copy of because I read Tori's edition, which is the Kickstarter edition, and I've pre-ordered the regular edition. And then the third one is something about the sea. As in, I know the word sea is in the title. It's not called something about the sea. It might be called something about the sea. But it follows Matthew Fairchild, who we meet in the Chain trilogy. I can't remember what they're all called. As we could tell from the fact that I called this Wild Powers. Anyway, the next one, Wild Powers. So, Wicked Powers. There's a chapter from it in this that I just sort of glanced through. But I'm not planning on reading it. I don't think. I think I'll just wait for the books to come out. So that should be interesting. I have to say, like, I love this. Like, oh, I love them so much. I just want them to be happy. I'm assuming this is Tessa and Jem. That's terrible, honestly. This is why I'm going to bed. This is why I'm going to bed, because I am so tired. I hate when hardbacks have such tight dust jackets that when they slide up, you can't get them to slide down. But yeah, this is really, really interesting. I really enjoyed this. The setup and the behind the scenes and the stuff that happened during the other books that you now know about but didn't know about in the books. Very interesting. Very excited for it. I can't believe it. I can't believe the last trilogy plus the Alec and Magnus book is going to be the last one. That's it. That's it for the Shadowhunter world. What is going on with my hair? I can't believe it's almost done. Like, that is like, so there's what? the first 6 books, and then a trilogy, and then a trilogy, and then a trilogy. The first 6 books, and then Tessa, Will and Jem, and then Cordelia and Lucy, and then the Blackthorns, yep, and then 3 of these books, and then the Magnus one, the Shadow, Shadow Market one, and I think there might be another one, and then the trilogy from Magnus and Alec. That's a lot of books. That is a lot of books. And so deep into a world, and now it's going to end. I think what I want to do is probably reread the series, the entire, however many books it is, before I start The Wicked Powers when it comes out, so that should be interesting. Becca, you need to do another By the Angel Along so that we can be ready to do this, because I'm going to need a refresher for The Wicked Powers, because I really do feel like after reading this, I feel like she's going to pull so much together. Like, it's going to need a reread. And I'm actually really excited about that. So I am going to go to bed. It is currently almost 11 o'clock. So I'm going to take my meds. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get up, shower, hospital tomorrow. And obviously I'll be taking you with me for next week's vlog. If you want to let me know you were here, if you leave me any emoji that you think about when you think about Shadowhunters, if there's something sort of shadow, if there's a warrior, if there's weapons, because we know the Shadowhunters love their weapons, angels, like anything to do with Shadowhunters, pop it down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in next week's vlog. Bye.